The night is absolute. It's a darkness so deep, it feels like the world has been swallowed whole, leaving only the faintest glimmers of light to mark the boundaries of reality. No moon, just a black velvet ocean stretching endlessly in every direction. The ship is a lone island of light and life. Adrift in a sea of ink. Out here, darkness swallows everything, except the flight deck. The deck glows like a stage, a single patch of order in the chaos of the night. Up here, it's a ballet of fire, steam, and noise. Every movement is choreographed, every action rehearsed, yet the energy is raw and unpredictable. Jet engines scream, shaking you to your core. The roar is relentless, a physical force that rattles your bones and drowns out every other thought. Men and women in colored jerseys move like ghosts, their hand signals sharp under harsh lights. Each color tells a story. Yellow for those who direct, green for those who launch, red for those who arm the jets. They are the silent conductors of this orchestra, every gesture critical. Communication is wordless, but nothing is lost in translation. There is no room for error. Every second counts, every decision matters. The margin for mistake is razor thin, and everyone knows it. I'm strapped into the cockpit of an FA-18 Super Hornet, my world shrunk to glowing displays and a sliver of chaotic deck. The canopy frames a universe of blinking lights and moving shadows. My heart pounds, not from fear, but anticipation. The adrenaline is electric, coursing through my veins, sharpening every sense. This is the moment where everything comes together. Months of training, hours of preparation, all leading to these final seconds. Outside, the deck crew is a blur. They move with purpose, each step practiced, each gesture precise, their faces set with focus. The yellow shirt, the catapult officer, gives the signal. His arm cuts through the night, a beacon of authority and trust. The tension is a physical thing you can taste. It hangs in the air, thick and electric, as if the whole ship is holding its breath out. The plane captain gives a final thumbs up, his face lit by my cockpit. In that brief moment, our eyes meet, a silent exchange of confidence and respect. He trusts me with this machine. I trust him with my life. Out here, trust isn't just a word. It's the only thing that keeps us alive. The aircraft shudders as the catapult locks on. The metal groans, the tension builds, and for a heartbeat, time seems to freeze. Engines at full power. The deck a maelstrom of organized pandemonium. Steam swirls, lights flash, and the world narrows to a single point of focus. Steam erupts, then clears. The path ahead is open. For a split second, the future is a blank canvas, waiting to be written in fire and speed. Just a few hundred feet of runway, then nothing but black ocean and sky. Final checks complete. Every system is green, every muscle tensed for what comes next. I salute the catapult officer. He returns it, then touches the deck. It's a ritual, a final gesture of trust and release. That's the signal, the point of no return. In this instant, everything else falls away. There is only the mission, the machine, and the night. In 2 seconds, I'll go from 0 to over 160 miles per hour. The force slams me back in my seat, the world blurring into streaks of light and sound. This is the job. This is the night launch. Controlled chaos, perfectly executed. It's a symphony of danger and discipline, where every note is played with absolute precision, and every mistake is paid for in blood and steel. Out here, in the darkness, we find our purpose. Why build these massive floating cities? One word: power. An aircraft carrier is sovereign territory that moves anywhere on the globe. It brings its own airport, repair shop, fuel depot, and small army. It projects strength and influence wherever it sails. Carriers changed warfare, no longer about big guns, but about air power. Over-the-horizon warfare made battleships obsolete overnight. The carrier is a floating fortress, a mobile airbase, and a diplomatic tool. It's also a lifeline in disaster, delivering aid and hope. But its main purpose: launch and recover aircraft, anywhere, anytime. The ultimate expression of naval power. Missions don't wait. Out here, every second counts, and the world doesn't pause for you to catch up. When the call comes, you go. There's no hesitation, no time to question, just pure instinct and training kicking in. You swing out of your bunk, mind shifting from sleep to strategy in a heartbeat. The transition is instant. One moment you're dreaming, the next you're calculating risks and recalling procedures. No time for grogginess, Just focus. Your senses sharpen, adrenaline surges, and you lock in on the mission ahead. The ready room buzzes with energy. Pilots gather, voices low but urgent, everyone laser-focused on the task at hand. Briefings are fast and detailed, every word matters. Intel, weather, threats, and objectives are covered in minutes. You learn your target, flight path, wingman, and rules of engagement. Every detail is critical, every plan precise. While you prep, your jet is being armed and fueled above. The deck crew works in perfect sync, loading missiles, checking fuel lines, making sure everything is ready for launch. Suit up, G-suit, survival vest, helmet. Each piece of gear is essential, each strap and buckle a layer of protection between you and the unknown. Step onto the deck, hit by sound, wind, and organized chaos. The roar of engines, the rush of wind, the shouts of the crew. It's a symphony of motion and noise. Jets are towed, engines whine, crew moves with purpose. Every person knows their role. Every movement is deliberate. Find your jet, meet your plane captain, run pre-flight checks. You trust your crew, they know what's at stake as much as you do. Walk around, inspect munitions, control surfaces, landing gear. Every bolt, every panel, every weapon is checked and double-checked. Climb the ladder, settle in, flip switches, run systems checks. The cockpit becomes your world, a bubble of focus and anticipation. The world narrows to the cockpit, focus sharpens. The mission begins. Out here you're fully awake, mind, body, and spirit, ready to launch into the unknown. Nothing prepares you for a catapult launch. Locked in, engines screaming, you salute. For 2 seconds, the world stands still, then explodes. You're slammed back. G-forces pin you to the seat, vision narrows, the deck blurs. From 0 to 160 mph in 2 seconds. Physics defied. It feels like teleportation. Ship vanishes, you're airborne. A split second of weightlessness, then flight. Raise gear, check systems, join your wingman. The chaos of the deck is gone. Now, just sky, adrenaline, awe, and raw power mix. The cat shot is your gateway. You leave the floating city behind. Focus shifts to the mission ahead. The ride has just begun. Airborne, the real work begins. Modern air combat is a high-tech chess match at 40,000 feet. Your cockpit is a bubble of information. Radar, threats, navigation, comms. You process data, build a mental picture, make split-second decisions. Missions range from combat air patrol to precision strikes. You're the eyes and ears, the first line of defense, hours of vigilance, moments of stress. Teamwork is everything. Constant comms with wingmen and controllers. Trust and coordination let a few pilots control vast skies. It's a dance of technology, strategy, and skill. The stakes couldn't be higher. The hardest part is coming home. After a long mission, your heart pounds as you line up for the approach, knowing that the real test is just beginning. The ocean below is unforgiving, and the deck ahead is barely visible, a tiny target in a vast moving sea. Landing on a moving, pitching runway, just 500 feet long, is a controlled crash. The carrier is constantly shifting, rising and falling with the waves, making every landing unpredictable and dangerous. There's no gentle touchdown here. And you aim for a tiny patch of steel and 4 arresting wires stretched across the deck. Your margin for error is razor thin, and every second counts. The approach is nerve-wracking, especially at night. Darkness swallows the horizon, and the only lights are the faint glow of the carrier and the signals from the deck crew. The landing signal officer guides you in, voice calm, corrections constant. Their steady instructions are your lifeline, helping you adjust your glide path in those final, critical moments. Keep the meatball centered. Trust your instruments. The Fresnel lens system is your guide, showing if you're too high or too low. Precision is everything. As you hit the deck, slam throttles to full power, miss the wires, and you go around. There's no room for hesitation. You must be ready to launch back into the sky in an instant. Impact is violent, from 150 mph to 0 in seconds. The jolt throws you forward in your harness, and the roar of the engines fills the cockpit as you come to a sudden, bone-rattling stop. Once stopped, you taxi clear for the next jet. The deck is a ballet of motion, with crews working quickly to keep the flow of aircraft moving. Hands shaking, you move fast. No time to linger. The process is relentless, with barely a moment to catch your breath before the next wave of landings begins. Landing on a carrier is a test of skill, nerves, and trust every single time. It's the ultimate challenge for any pilot, a feat that demands absolute focus and respect for the unforgiving sea. After the mission, the glamour fades. Life at sea is crowded, noisy, and tough. Your space is a bunk and a locker, privacy is a curtain, sleep is interrupted, dictated by the flight schedule. The ship never sleeps, neither do you. Not really. Meals are quick, repetitive, and crowded. You dream of fresh food and quiet. The grind is endless, noise, fatigue, routine. This is what builds resilience. It's a test of endurance, far from home. For every pilot, dozens make the flight possible. Mechanics, ordnance crews, plane captains, an unseen army. The trust is absolute, your life in their hands. The flight deck is more dangerous than combat. The bond extends to cooks, engineers, medics, everyone has a role. Months at sea bemansen shore in a scene bemansagemai omides den Nansens forges a unique community. The carrier's true power is its people, unwavering trust and teamwork. That's what makes the impossible happen, day after day.